Hey guys, I am back today with a video talking about some of the things that I got from the Sephora sale. Now, mostly I got skincare stuff, but I did get a few makeup items, and I've not used any of them up until today. Okay, I lied. I used one of them before today. But the rest of them I had not used until today, and I'm going to give you guys my first impressions and my thoughts on it, and you guys can decide if it's something you want to pick up in the future. Maybe at the next Sephora sale, or maybe on the retailer site for probably way less, because they generally have better sales than Sephora, no offense, Sephora. But in any case, I'm going to do some quick swatches for you guys, because I did use two palettes, technically. The one I used one color from. I don't know if I would consider that, like, a thing. But just to, you know, have you guys see it, I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to go into these look, and show you guys how I did this. If you guys are interested in seeing that, keep watching. But for now, let's do these. So the first one I'm going to swatch is the Natasha Denona Mini Retro Glam. I can't talk, but I'm going to turn you a little bit. And I'm just going to go right down the line. The first color is Pixie. And this is like, it's so weird. You would think it would be like flaky, but it's not. It's like, it's kind of a lid topper shade, but boy, it pops. The next one is Industrial. And it's like this gray, green, silver. And it is so pretty. I have Pixie kind of in the center of my lid, and then I have Industrial on the outer. And I'll even bring it down a little bit more. And I'm hardly touching these colors. Like, I'm like not even doing anything. And I'm trying to turn it so you guys can see it better, because my lighting in here, it's a different time of day. I'm just going to try and move a little bit. Don't know if that'll help. The next color was 60s, which I thought the name was really cute. And it's like a green, gray, brown. Which, I swear guys, I don't know what it is. Like, I have a hard time swatching mattes. This performed great on the eye, so I have no complaints, even though I'm not swatching this the best. So there's that, 60s. Then the next color is Vintage Taupe. Oh no, I got the names wrong in this whole thing. Wait. Oh no. Wait, no. Okay, Vintage Taupe. Oh my lord, sorry. That was like a hot minute of not good. Okay. And this, to me, is less taupe than it is, like, pinky mauve, so, I mean, that's just my opinion. Of course, I am not a makeup artist like Natasha Denona, so I should probably just, like, hush up. Just hush. And then the last color in here is Pixie, which I think I called the first color Pixie. It was actually Galaxia, which is, yeah. Okay, so, please swap those around. But just a beautiful pink shade. Kind of like a silver flip to it. Really gorgeous. Really like those. Okay, so the next one is the Mini Glam palette. I only used one color from it, but I'll go ahead and swatch this anyway. So the first color is Golden Flesh. I might have these completely backwards. I'm sorry if I do. Golden Flesh, which is kind of like a coppery color. Oh, you're gorgeous. Coppery brown. Okay, the next color I believe was Seed. Nope. Okay, guys. I suck. In the video, I called it Seed. It is Harlow, at least if I'm looking at this right. Things are hard. Okay, so Harlow. It swatched really nice, but it's just very light. Like, it's close to my skin color, so sorry. And the middle shade is Anjo. And it's kind of like a gray brown. I was so much better at swatching. I've totally screwed up my swatching pattern today. But there's Anjo. The next color is Seed. Okay. Ooh, I swatched that terribly. Ooh. This finger might be swatched out. Okay, let's switch. Although I will say, Natasha Denona's shades do get hard pan, but I have not even used that shade yet, so, you know. Okay, so that is Seed. And then the last color is Faye. Now this color looks gorgeous. And I grabbed way more than I will need. Shoot. I grabbed it all in one spot, so let me grab a little bit more. There is that. These are all just very pretty. Natasha Denona makes amazing metallic shades. Like, that is that one right there. Gorgeous. And I'm going to get a little closer so you guys can see it. And hopefully that is of some use to you guys. In any case, if you guys are interested in seeing my thoughts on the items that I tried, which are kind of bougie, keep watching. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and ring the bell for future updates. So the first thing I'm going to use is the Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, which I am the last person to try, probably in the world. But nonetheless, here we are, and we're going to do that. I ordered shade 2, so we'll see how this matches. Oh, okay, alright. I may have grabbed too much. Oh, no. It's sinking in quickly to the brush. Okay. Not really a smell that I'm noticing, so that's nice. Okay. And then I'm just going to take it onto my forehead, which is super red. Everything is red. You know that song that's like, I'm blue, a da be dee da dee da. I'm that, but I'm the exact opposite because I'm red. If anybody has a red song, let me know. The only red song I'm thinking of is Lady in Red. Not quite the same thing here. Okay, so that is initial coverage, which is pretty good, I would have to say. I personally think that I would like a little bit more coverage just because I am so flared up right now. And broken out. So I've put a layer all over my face. I have extremely dry skin currently. I did just moisturize, which is why my face is partially red. Besides the rosacea. But it still looks pretty dry. I guess I was hoping, like, the It Cosmetics CC cream, at least, probably because it's more cream than it is foundation, maybe, is a little bit more gentle with really dry skin. So I guess I was expecting this to be a little bit more, like, dry skin friendly, but based on the reviews. But so far, probably better than some of my other foundations, but I've always been a greasy girl, so that's why most of my foundations are not working for me currently. I really need to get, I mean, I have like facial oils, so maybe in my next video I will try that, adding a little bit of that to a foundation to see how that rolls. Okay. I think that's probably about as good as I'm going to get with this foundation. So that is pretty much all that I can do with that. Not bad though. I think if you are not like flaky dry, this will be really nice on you. I also think that if you have like shaved or waxed skin, really nice on you. Unfortunately, I don't have any of those, so I have quite a bit of texture showing through still and other things. I'm a good time. Okay. So the next thing I got was the Pat McGrath Labs. It's the Sublime Concealer. I was super intrigued about trying this. I also got one of her brushes. Now I will say this, I love Pat McGrath. I love you, Pat McGrath. You are a mother of makeup. You are. However, this is a really cheap feeling brush for the price. I kind of expected like metal and not plastic. This, at least if it's not, I mean, this feels like cheap wood and like a plastic metal feel top. So for the price, you need to amp this up. I'm actually really not happy about that. But we shall see how the performance goes. So I'm just going to take a little bit because I did kind of try it out the other day. And I think I grabbed too much. So I'm just taking the barest amount and then we'll go from there. Take this little brush. This color is a bit light for me, but I am very fair the rest of the year. So I think come winter, this will be a great shade for me. I usually don't have this much color anymore in my adult years. In my teen years, this would have been like ghostly pale on me because I was orange. I tanned every day, sometimes twice a day, which is ridiculous. Like, don't make bad decisions. That's a bad decision. You need to think now about protecting your skin, especially if you're my age. You should have already been doing it, but I was of the brainchild that being tan was better, and the tanner you were, the better you were. Okay, that was kind of like a little over the top, but still kind of true. I was dark. I was real dark. Like Snooki from Jersey Shore, we could have been twinsies. Whenever she tanned, I was like, yeah, I should probably go tan. I'd been tanning long before then, but... So, I'm going to take, this is the Pat McGrath Labs, Pat McGrath Labs in Light. And this is her under eye powder. This is what it looks like on the inside. Again, with the really cheap packaging. For as much as this costs, like, this should be as nice as the palettes that you're selling. This sounds like a roast of Pat McGrath. Pat McGrath, I love you. I'm sorry. I don't mean this in a bad way. But at the same time, I'm kind of like, hey, man. This just kicked up powder everywhere. Okay. Oh, this is nice. This is very micro fine. Very finely milled. I mean, this really is. Ooh. Oh, I do enjoy this. This, truthfully, is probably about the best my under eye area has looked. If this color... Now, when I got my concealer shade, I heard that this oxidizes quite a bit. Now, I haven't experienced that yet, so I can't speak to that. Maybe by the end of the video, we'll be able to tell. It's a bit light currently, but maybe it'll darken up, which is kind of what I was hoping. But I can tell you this. This is still pretty nice. Minus this redness I've got here. I should have brought the concealer down farther. I should have brought it down further. I didn't, and that was my mistake. It is no fault of the makeup. Okay, so I didn't get any new contour stuff at all, so I'm just gonna use something that's like nearby me and make that work. I'm gonna use the Kat Von D Shade and Light contour palette. Probably gonna use the lightest shade today. Why? Because it's here and that's what I pointed at. So the next thing I had gotten was the KVD Brow Struck Dimension Powder for your eyebrows. I suppose you could use it as an eyeshadow as well. A lot of people were saying it's really good. Some people were like, I don't like that it's glittery, but I am just here to give it a shot and see what I think. Ooh, okay, I might have picked up too much. Now, this brush is not technically labeled for this type of use, but I sure like it for it. So, the JH53, boom shakalaka, get yourself an eyeshadow, a big eyeshadow brush, and go to town with your eyeshadow primer, because I think this works great, in my opinion. So, okay. Well, I can't find the lid. It is gone. I have lost it. This is my fault. It's going to dry out, and this is a very sad day. Rest in peace. Because I literally can't find the lid. Okay. Well, in any case, I'm going to try this brush that I got from Beautylish. I know this is not from Sephora, but whatever. It's a unit 121. I only got one. Because I'm just weird like that. And I'm going to give it a shot for the color Seed. And see how it does. Okay, this was not what I was thinking it would be. This would do much better for, like, your middle crease. Like, legitimate crease, not your upper. I'm not even, no. Shorty ain't playing that game today. If you can hear that very loud moped, and then I'm going to line my eyes and I'll be back. I am back. I have my mascara on. I have my eyeliner on. I sprayed my face with some setting spray. Hallelujah. And this is the final look. I have to say that I am really, really happy with it, but I'm going to take a few seconds to tell you about each of the products, what I thought about them, and maybe advice if you do get them. So, the very first thing was the Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. So, I actually like how it's looking on my face now that I have everything on it. I would say if you are like flakingly dry, this is probably still not going to be moisturizing enough for you, or maybe lay down a very thick moisturizer before you go in with your foundation, which I didn't. I used the Drunk Elephant Protini, which is very thin, and so if not that, maybe use like a foundation oil or primer oil, anything like that. I think that you would have very, very good success. If you are anything less than extremely flaky dry, I think you will love this. I think that the coverage is really nice. I think that texture is really good. It doesn't have a smell, which I like because I'm not really into fragrance products. The next thing that I used was the Pat McGrath concealer, and I love this. I think this is really great. I think with a beauty blender or with a different brush, this would be perfect. I don't think that this brush, which is also the Pat McGrath like concealer under eye brush, I get why it would be nice in theory, and for some people it may be. Like if you have no like under eye texture, this is probably really great for you. And even if you do have some texture, but different than what I've got going on, I think this would be great. However, it is not worth the price. I am kind of frustrated that I paid, well, and I'm going to send it back. This is me just being honest, because I feel like I was expecting it to not be plastic, and it feels like a really cheap pencil. It feels like I'm holding a cheap pencil. I'm really sorry, but that's exactly how I feel. The powder, okay, I don't like the packaging because it is, again, really cheap. Like, my first one broke that Sephora sent me, so now I kind of figured, like, it makes sense because this is so cheap, and it's, like, flimsy. But the powder inside is, like, gold. I personally feel like my under eyes look a lot better than they normally do, so I am for that. Thank you for taking 5 years off of my eyes. Woo! The next thing that I used was the KVD Brow Struck Dimension Powder. I like this. I mean, I'm not going for a super, like, crazy filled in, very defined brow, and so for that, I think this is perfect for days where you just kind of want to brush something on, which it took me forever because I'm slow and I haven't done that form in a while, but I think this is really, really nice. I didn't tell you guys, but I'm in the color light brown, so if that helps, check it out. It was on sale last I knew. Let's see here. So this was the Lip Maestro, and I got 202. This is Dolce. Sorry, honest people. And I like this. It's really, it reminds me of a different liquid lipstick, and I'm not going to put my finger on it right this second. No, I am. It reminds me a little bit of Lime Crime, actually, except for maybe, not maybe, it is better than Lime Crime's, and we'll see how it lasts. I haven't worn it all day, so I can't speak to that, but the color is gorgeous. The application was really nice. The texture is good. I didn't notice any smell. Don't notice any smell, so that's great. Let's see here. I used this brush from Beautylish. This is terrible. I don't like it. I'm sorry. Get what you pay for. It was cheap. Let's see here. Then I used Natasha Denona's mini retro palette. Gorgeous. I love this. I actually like it so much better than I thought I was going to. I used all of the colors and I enjoy it. I did use one color from the mini Glam palette. I will go ahead and swatch this one for you, the retro palette. But I'll do it in the beginning, so you'll see it there. And then I don't think I'm going to... Okay, maybe I'll swatch this too in the beginning. We'll see. So those, wonderful. I think they perform great. I think overall, I was really happy with the stuff that I did get. I didn't spend money. I actually had some gift cards. I have, like, you get points back on certain things. And then I've got a couple apps, like Fetch or something like that is what it might be called, where you turn in your receipts and then you eventually get points. Boy, it takes some time, except for at the beginning. You, like, pound out some receipts at first and then you get gift cards. But in any case, I always save them. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have gotten anything from this sale because it was only 20% off, and I like to have bigger sales personally, but since I had the gift cards, I was just waiting for those to come around, but I mostly got skincare stuff. So in any case, if this was helpful to you guys, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, subscribe, and ring the bell for future updates, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!